Fire?
Okay. Ano, share nila.
Sir, ayun po, for 2 games at home, 1 point so far. Hingi lang po namin yung assessment nyo on sa naging on the showing po ng Azkals this year.
Well, siguro, the best term for me to describe what happened, at least for the second game, whether it was a heartbreaking tie, because we should have closed down the game the first half with all those chances. We also had chances in the second half, but that our inability to close that game allowed them to come back in the second half. So, well, it is what it is. There's 4 more games to go. At the same time, it clearly showed the lack of siguro a strong finisher for us that could have changed the game. We were missing the services of 4 regular players. So, I mean, the boys did what they had to do, just didn't finish it. So we have to focus on the next 4 games and how we can recover. That's still maybe 12 points. At least if we can make 9, that's already something.
So how do you plan to address yung binanggit mo nga na yung wala tayong strikers?
Oh, well, meron naman tayong strikers na mga parating. Siyempre, hindi lang umabot sa registration because it's not easy to get most of these players because they have passporting issues o kailangan i-process pa and it takes time. And if somebody could at least give me somebody in the country who could fill that shoes, I'd be happy to look at these players. But so far, hopefully hindi na injured si Garrett. Sebastian would have already become more stable in his career and in his decision making, because he's a young kid but full of promise. That he was actually the player that was missing in this past 2 games because we had chances even against Vietnam. So so we'll have to find si Strauss also will be coming off an injury. So we'll see. Yun lang naman talaga magagawa namin to address these concerns.
So for the record, si Holtman injured nung...
Yes, he was injured. We actually gave us the flight details already.
Yeah.
And then the next thing we knew while they were doing the warm-up for their game, wala siya sa list. And then we found out and he sent us a copy of his MRI. He had an MCL. I think that's what I thought based on the picture. But I'm not a medical, but there was an injury that prevented him from being part of the lineup of even his club team.
So sa March na window, what's the plan? Kung meron na, what's general plano?
Well, we are trying to get in touch with the players as early as possible. Some of them will be coming off an off season. Medyo nasa pre-season yung iba. So we want to make sure na if they could come in earlier, that would be better. And we're trying to, as much as possible, have good relations with the clubs para naman i-allow sila na mag-train sa atin. And then of course, the entry of the new players, hopefully by that time matapos na yung passport, that would augment our player pool. Yes. Also, it is not finalized yet, but maybe during off-season nila, during the winter break, we could do a camp somewhere in the Gulf. We had an invitation for an Azkals golf tour maybe that will be the time for us to look at, because we'll be playing against clubs. That will be the time for us to look at potential players without having to go through the passporting concerns. And at the same time, yung mga gusto maging fit during the winter break could have some games on their belt.